Welcome back to another intimate gun review. Today is Revolver Day, and while we are looking at revolvers, we will be looking at Flask number 136. So I should make sure I have the whiskey Bible, and I'll be washing it down with a little Snow Pilot. It's a pistachio brown ale, and I'm not expecting to make it long today, so I'm wearing a red shirt and a red hat, and whatever this is looks something like this. Could be the lighting, but it has a nice amber red look to it. Over there it looks just more like bourbon. Kind of some sweet notes. It's fairly mild on the nose, whatever it is. It's get some good legs on the side of the glass. You know what I mean? So cheers. Started off relatively smooth, and it's like it's coating my tongue in the back of my throat with kind of a floral, almost like a dandelion, kind of more of a bitterness to it. Okay, as expected, we don't have squat for views, except for that over here. So of course I said this yesterday, and it actually took way too long. I don't know how I have this set, and I come back and it's not where I had it set. Okay. Cold Hearted Bastard was first with 2 thumbs up and 2 shots. He's sort of getting his way today. Clyde is second, being sane second. Cold Hearted Bastard said it was close. Clyde says back, nah, not even close. I don't try to win anything or beat anybody. I'm just glad to be here with a whiskey and revolution. Then he says, whiskey and revolution. Brad says, hell yeah, brother, and... Watch your body! Watch your body! Watch your body! Poco says, top 5, who cares? Cares really. Multi Gunman says, we only care if you're naked. P.S. We're all naked. Poco says back, I care about no man's nakedness. Multi Gunman says, confirmed. Poco cares about my nakedness. I'm not sure how he feels, how I feel about that. And Ben Poco says, your female mind tricks do not work here. Rich Huff says, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Paul from PA Bruno says, cheers everyone, and... Watch your body! Watch your body! Watch your body! Then Scourge says, so you are experiencing the drive of the brain a Democrat? I want to experience that. I never want to experience whatever the hell you're talking about. Then he says, fire on E3, get some Mad Dog 2020, and let me know about that 50 break. Keep forgetting, and I don't want to do it now, if you know what I mean. Wow. Twofer. Okay. Where do you begin? I don't know. Could begin with one of the coolest little revolvers that is in the collection, and that is the Smith & Wesson Chief Special, chambered in .38 Special. 5 rounds of whatever .38 Special you can get to fit in here. Open the cylinder is kind of unique on this one. It's you look at it and you're like, what was the history with this? I mean, is that where it was wearing on a holster? And then definitely a cool one, the Model 42, aka Lemon Squeezer. If you're not gripping it, you're not ripping it. But as soon as you and of course it's hammerless or shrouded. And this particular one is in outstanding shape. And I did shoot it. Why have anything that you can't enjoy? A little bit looking alike. This one is the Model 13, and it looks more like someone just went, what? You wanted this one to be shrouded? I mean, technically, you can double action it. Another 5-shot. You can double action it or single action. It's just the only part of the hammer that you can see is just a little bit at the top. And again, impossible to really snag anything on that. But like I said, it kind of looks like the Chief Special that's pregnant. Gunwild says, "Booyah, bitches," and then he says, "Delta 3, D as in Dick 3. D3 is a miss." That kind of floralness kind of hits me head on at the beginning here. It's almost like someone gave it a little spritz with some perfume. Another very iconic history-wise is the Colt 917. Even has its little lanyard end on it. This lighting is conducive to good show and tell on things up close to this camera, though. I will say that. The little running the Colt itself right there. The prancing horsey. And of course, another thing that's kind of cool about this is it's pull back, 6-shot, gutter sights, And as much as I did not want to enjoy shooting this, I enjoyed shooting this. Some of this shit snuck in, so no, just kidding. Wow. Another one that I had a lot of fun with, and definitely want to make sure that it goes out whenever the 22s go out. Nice bullish barrel. I don't think there's anything on this side. It's kind of funny. This whole lower area almost looks like the cocking mechanism on a vintage rifle. Made in the USA. And of course, somebody had to. What the fuck? What's wrong with people? And ironically, but definitely a cool factor, is that it actually has sights, adjustable sights. And this was 10. Yeah, 10 shot. Yeah, this one's actually kind of fun. There's a couple of these in the collection, and neither one of them. Where did I bring this one? Oh yeah, I did bring this one out. The other one has not been shot. The other one is out on loan for home invasion protection. And yeah, again, its biggest downfall is the fact that it has gutter sights, and I'm sure if you spent the time to get used to it, that you could perfect the old gutter sights. 6 shot, and kind of cool to have one of these in a 500. You know, it'd have to be like a 3 shot. The Rock Island Model 200. The other one that has been shot, and again, disappointingly, has the gutter sights. Colt style. 6 shot. Has a nice bigger grip, and it wasn't actually all that bad to shoot. Trigger is actually pretty impressive on it. Looks like it's kind of wimpy though as far as material goes. I wouldn't want to be the person that, you know, say by accidentally dropped it and it landed on there. Actually, one of the guys that we shoot with out at Island Lake, Orende, he had that happen with his Smith, and it took a little corner out of it, and he figured he'd go back home and kind of file it back off, make both sides kind of look the same, and maybe do a little delicate work into it. Okay. Multi-Gunman says, so, are you saying Oregon is now part of Canada? ? I guess that's 3 states that are now Canadian provinces: Oregon, New York, and California. Enjoy the communist utopia. I mean communist dietopia, known as Trudeau's Canada. Oh yeah, I mean, me and Multi-Gunman share a lot of shit going back and forth, and some of the stuff that he shares with me, fucking Canada, Trudeau is a disgrace. Some of these people, you have to ask yourself, when is the will of God gonna come in and remove these fucking people from our planet? I mean, why are some of these people allowed to live? I mean, in the movies, isn't there like mysterious teams of people that work for parts of the government that don't have... Oh yeah, that's the deep state. Fuck. Never mind, I guess we're all screwed, and we have to live with evil. In the case of Multi-Gunman and Nick and a few others of you, Jeff, don't hear much from Jeff anymore. He's too cool for the rest of us. Jeff, fuck you, Jeff. Yeah, I gotta maybe turn the, who cares how long the video is? I gotta turn the function shit off of here. I mean, we got function P and autofocus and filter number 2. I mean, the only thing I really see is that ass, and I'm kind of okay with it. You spank that ass, man, I'm betting your hand's gonna burn like a bitch. It's like spanking the side of a fucking vault. Yeah, man, this is very floral. Where do we leave off in the happiness? Yeah, there's a couple of things in here. I want to say that sorry, J-Dog, I decided to do a little gunsmithing on my own. I have prepared a spring for the just in case. If I have a punch, a small hammer, if there's another gun with, that would suffice as the hammer. But if I had a punch, a screwdriver, and a small hammer, what I noticed is, first of all, the pack of springs that I could swear to God that when I ordered them, you know, it says 1076, 1006. I could have swore it said 1066, which I find it really weird that the 1006, the 1076, and the 1066 wouldn't all be identical, but they're not. The springs that I ordered are roughly about this long. The spring that I'm guessing, because I don't have anything to work with as an example now, what I noticed, what Dusty did, is what I believe Dusty did is probably had one of these spring packs, took and kind of either measured, maybe he's got some math or a tape measure, or he's got maybe some history and it's all written down or whatever, but in essence what he did is he took a longer spring, kind of like I have a whole bag of them now, and I know I've got more somewhere else. Actually, I believe they're all Wolf 10mm Wolf springs, and he cut it down. So he took the lightest spring and then cut one down. Well, I was looking at it, and it was like in its rested state. It actually had a little bit of motion before the spring even took up the whole space in here. So what I decided to do is I took the standard spring for a shitload of guns, evidently not this one. I took that standard factory weight, which I think was 16, 17, 18. I'd have to go back and look, but I believe it's a 20-pound spring. And I took the spring that Dusty had in here, and I took the 16-pound spring, and I added 1/4 of an inch to the overall length, cut it, and that's what is in here right now. I don't mind the way that this feels. Yes, it does feel a little bit more effort on here. I did scale it, and it comes up 4.5 pounds, which I'm good with. I mean, this is supposed to be a defensive gun. If I found out tomorrow I wasn't gonna make it a year, I would enjoy this as my carry gun for 1 year. I just love absolutely everything about this and the 1076. Because of the lineage on the 1076, I probably would avoid that as a full-time duty gun, which is ironic because this is the more rare of the two of them. It's just that one happened to be an FBI turn-in gun with documented credentials. So long story short, I took a 16-pound spring and I lengthened the overall length compared to the one that Dusty had in here. And I also did the exact same thing for the 20-pound spring. And I originally put that in here. And when I went like this to shoot it, I was just overall not impressed. The reason that I want to say that I feel that this is now going to be a reliable gun again is it actually feels like the trigger pull on this is heavier than the trigger pull is on the 1076. And the 1076 has not missed a single round. It has been flawless. So I'm going to start with this, a 16-pound spring. Again, if I had another 1066 that had a stock spring in it, and I was able to find out what the exact length is supposed to be, but long story short, let's just say Dusty had it perfect. It was the exact length. Then it might have been just a little bit too weak, but the feel of this in both single action and double action is a trigger snob I still approve. And like I said, the overall feel of pulling the trigger on this is definitely heavier than pulling the 1076. So, right or wrong, I am thinking that that may have solved the problem. That's just an educated guess comparing the way that the other one felt. I will not know until I take this and shoot it. But like I said, in the event that that it is a total fail, I could bring that other spring with, and as long as I have a small screwdriver, a punch, and a hammer, I could swap out the 20-pounder that I've cut to this length. The other side of cutting it a little bit, a hair longer than what Dusty had, is that I can always make the spring shorter. I just could not go the other way. So I don't know though. I like the way this feels, and it definitely has a little bit more oomph to when you pull the trigger than it had before. And it feels a lot more enjoyable than it did with the 20-pounder in this same spot. Of course, you know, if for some reason that this is an issue, I have three more springs that I could try before getting to that 20-pounder. I can't even imagine putting like the 22-pounder in here. So that's the reason that this is out, is because I decided to work on this today, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. Unless, of course, my light primer problem turns out to be, you know, a firing pin or something like that. But we'll see. We'll see. Multi-gunman, the only true nakedness is in knowing you know nakedness. That guy. Chuck. The Army only issued Springfields and Colts in 1911s. Wonder why. Well, for starters, Chuck, how many 1911 manufacturers were making 1911s other than Springfield and Colt? I mean, that could have been some of the issue. Sharky says, you know as well as I do, the early 1900 Springfield Armory was absolutely nothing to do with today's company. And Chuck says, oh, okay. Mike says, hey, cheers. Cheers, Mike. Poco, yes, I made you a backup channel, but got sidetracked and forgot the password. I'll change the password and send it to you so you can change it again. And as far as the email stuff, you know, I received one that I thought was from you, but like all of the sender information was like not what I normally see from you. Like when you sent me the link to the song that Poco sent me that, and I do like the song. Okay, well, I guess we're into some cowboy guns. I guess we can go real classic. We have this guy, which has never been shot. I think Cobra's got one very similar to this. What is this? The Army? I don't know. It's chambered in 40. It's a 44 caliber, and like I said, I got this for Christine as a gift, and it has never been fired. She would like to, and her brother is more than content on doing black powder guns. So someday, I guess it would be nice if we could shoot it. And then, speaking of Christine, we have her Uberti chambered in 45, and it is a beautiful revolver with the case hardened pins and screws, and it spends its time now in the holster that Scott, Mr. Holster, gave Christine. So she could not be more happy than knowing that she has a nice holster for it, and that it was from Scott. Again, a Uberti. They're awesome. They're absolutely awesome revolvers. Then another Uberti in the collection, and I don't know if this has been shot to insanity or if or what the deal is on this thing. It has like less than I think the last time I trigger pulled it, it was like a pound. It's I don't know why. I guess it's because all the revolvers are in one safe, and they're pretty much by themselves. Nobody else wants to associate with them, and I never think about it. So I don't know if someone has done a trigger job on this. I don't know the history on it, or if it's just been used so much. I mean, it really does not look like it has been shot to the point that it's at for it's just like stupid light. I mean, like, and it's another revolver that I don't even like to admit that I really like shooting it. It's just it has not been It has not been out since the New York boys were here. So, then of course, as far as cowboy guns, the absolutely most awesome one, much better than Christine's Uberti, is mine. A Black Hawk, chambered in 10mm. I do have another cylinder for the, what is it, the 3540, or I don't even know. I have a box of ammo for it, and if you know the story, you know that's Scott told me, Mr. Holster told me, yeah, go ahead. I know it looks like a Colt 45 round neck down, but he goes, just go ahead and get some, bring it out and shoot it, get it out of your system, and you will never, and he said, you will never have that cylinder back in this gun. So far, he has been spot on right, because they were like, compared to this, it was like poof, 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 and then this, bada boom. Adjustable sights. There was only I don't even remember what the number is now. That none of that shit honestly matters to me. It was a limited run for, what is it, Byerly's? I don't know, it's stamped on here somewhere. Paul Hasman 440 picked this up for me. Was more than content if I told him I didn't want it. And then he wasn't too happy with me when I shot it. And then since then, I was sent these grips from I Carry One. And yes, they pretty much are the cat's meow for this. This is another one where I always have to govern how much ammo I bring with me, because the first time I was like a 40 or a 10mm revolver, and yet I stopped shooting it when I ran out. And of course the stamp on here. Oh, and Jolson, when you hear me say this, I spent a considerable amount of time today on your barrel and brake, and I don't even know if I made it any shinier with the mother's polish. And I finally just had to throw in the towel and say enough is enough. This is as shiny as it's gonna be. Hey, look, it's a twist off. Hector, not first. Laugh out loud. Jeremy, I even turn pistols in the full auto. Yeah, that's just the way you roll. On his new company that he's working on is called Unknown Gunsmithing. Mike says, Eric, you have to buy an MRI plates to mount the RMR to your slide unless you run an RMR and the slide company that the slide company recommends. Not to be a smart ass, Mike, but I'm pretty sure I said that yesterday. I said, where do you get them? What happens when you have unknown? That was my question. What happens when you have an unknown manufacturer? In the case of the Flat Dark Earth gun, or the Desert Sand, or whatever the hell you want to call it, I know that that's an Excalibur slide. Other than that, it's the only one that has, other than the, say the Walthers, and yes, the Walthers came with our RMR plates, and there's already one sitting on it, so I don't even have to worry about that. So, yeah. Sharky says, yeah, generic optics already. Optics ready slides need adapter plates for optics you want to mount. Sometimes I wonder what actually is coming out of my mouth because it's evidently different than I remember saying it. And Mike says, so true. Kind of like I talked about yesterday. Tiny little breasts, but if for some reason, I'm okay with that. Redneck says, greetings, Captain. Greetings, Redneck. Then he says, that he digs the mood lighting. I don't think it hurts anything. I mean, what the hell? I mean, other than Hector, who the hell wants to see more of me? I mean, I know he's down there just going, oh yeah. Indian snake charmer. Oh yeah. Okay. Another unique one, and being that it's not really, really old, why it's a small number, but it's the Model 13, and what is special as hell about the Model 13 is that it has a recessed cylinder, so all those little freedom seeds sink down flush. Why that was even a thing? I don't know. I think it looks cool. I think again overall it's chambered the 357. This one is oh yeah. That's because I didn't even realize it. I have those rounds in it. Oh, why? Because they look cool. Am I planning on shooting them out of this? No. It's gutter sights, and I can't. Right now, from 4 feet away, I don't know if I could hit the eagles from here. But it is a pretty gun. Nice and nickely. So, multi-gunman, and we are into his favorite caliber. 357 Magnum, baby! Let's have a basement pop. Let's not. We are down to the last 5. And this is where the masturbation level really picks up. Hang on, I gotta send in my information. Oh, we had bottle ship games being written down way back in the. Evidently, I didn't plan on it lasting long. Last thing I reviewed, I gave it a 4. Must have been good. This one, I'm not even sure I'm going to give it that. Oh, foreshadowing. Okay. Jesus, I don't even know it. I guess I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that it's a rye. I don't really know. I have no fucking idea. It's very floral. What is this? 136? Yeah, it's very floral. Age 15 minutes. Oh no, it's been here more than 15 minutes. Taste again. Very floral. I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna give it this. What was that last one? That one's a bourbon. That explains it. Yeah. I mean, shit. I'm telling you right now, if that's the way NIHAP was serving this shit up, I'd probably give this like a 10. I'm gonna give this a 5. Hang on, we got a contact fearless leader. You can just, you know, work amongst yourself. Oh, sorry. I was working on the BattlBox video, and I put my phone in vibe, and I missed Miles muzzle first. What did you No, I haven't, but when you see this will be more obvious as to why I just sent you a short one. Tell him he's a dick. Sorry, that was I got even more down below. What the hell? That was Jay somewhere having a drink with his attorney. Oh, then it's McLean. Oh, McLean, that's awesome. McLean, I'm not sharing any of that information. I'll share it with Christine because you said it was okay, but your worst fucking enemy. Okay. Miles is outside making generators work. Flask number 136, comma, not entirely sure. It has a very floral, almost rye-like flavor to it, and I gave it a 5. That's what happens when I turn my phone off for a second. Yeah, I would say I feel a little bit better, but I spend so much time on the couch that when I actually get up and start moving around, it seems like it catches up with me. What, do you want me to send you some dick pics? Gee, you'll never guess who that is. Hey, hang on a second. I gotta send the picture to Hector. Hang on. I gotta get my dick to stay in place. Sorry you had to see that. Oh, he told me I was supposed to send them to Jeff. Christine decided she's not going to go to work tomorrow. Not feeling up to it. You didn't hear that either. Okay, Mr. Mark Mack. Funny thing about a High Point C9 is that every time I pull the trigger, it goes bang. Not a pistol I shoot a lot, but it has never failed me when it comes out to play. Lifetime warranty as well. There is that. Redneck, maybe Elon Musk can buy YouTube so we can speak the truth again. Sharky says, we can only hope. Redneck, you need truth alert lights and sirens. That'd be good. You know, I went upstairs to get batteries for something else, and I completely forgot about putting the new battery in the pussy. Oh well. EMT, Golf 8, and
Watch your body! Watch your body! Watch your body!
G8 is a misdemeanor. Redneck, who sings the FJB song you played a few times on your channel? You know, I'm not even sure, and that song is let me see if I can find it on here. That one is not the right one. Let me try refining my search. Nope, that keeps coming up. Of course, it would come up as the most famous of the person that says shit about him, and that was Ted Nugent. Ah, God, you know, and it's a rapper too. I know Kid Rock also does one. You know, I guess I'd be shocked if it actually showed up on a YouTube search. Not that. I didn't think it would be, because it doesn't look anything like you know, Redneck, as long as I remember, I will have to I'll have to text you a link to it, because I believe that it is. Oh, you know, now that you mention it, I can't remember if it's actually off of YouTube. It might be, it might have been Spotify. I know that's where Matt listens to it all the time. I'm sorry. Where are we time-wise? Guess that's what I get for not saving it into here. I'll just have to figure it out and let you know, because I know I have it on the upstairs computer. Hector, E4 tend to farted in your loaf of bread while you were recording this. Just saying, laugh out loud. And
Watch your body. Watch your body. Watch your body.
E4, as in Edward, 4 is a hit. E4 is a hit. Cobra says you to that, and then he says, back to Cobra, you caught up on my Advent vids, Mr. Snake Man, laugh out loud. And then he says, not yet. And then he tells him that Eric has. That is an accomplishment. That is. But that's because you're like, I've told how many people? You want to make sure that I follow your damn channel and don't miss anything? On Messenger, drop me a link. In text, drop me a link. Guess what? Redneck sends me links. Hector always reminds me that he has a new video up. Gunwild. It was yeah, you had your own little angel reminding me whenever you had a new video up, and unfortunately he is not with us anymore. Zippy, how is it that you follow me over here, but I don't know if you've left a single comment over at the CaptainDick Nozzle channel? I thought my federal judge put a hiatus, or I thought a federal judge put a hiatus on the new Oregon law, and
Watch your body. Watch your body. Watch your body.
well, hopefully. I don't know why I get sent stuff that's like a video from 4 hours ago talking about it, but I hope it's true. Hector, tomorrow's beer? Goat Brain Pineapple Medley. Yes. Yes? Yes. No. Redneck, Nate Captain, I hope you get to feeling better soon. Me too. Cobra, I'm catching up on vids here. Hope you can enjoy the coffee, and both you and Christine feel better soon. Like I said, I'm feeling a little bit better, but it just seems to be very fatiguing. J-Dog, I believe I have a set of grips from that company too. Damn good grips. Cobra, does anyone remember what pistol bags Mr. Holster used? I believe they were from Midway, USA, but I'm not seeing what I thought he had. And Sharky says, sorry mate, I have no clue what Scott used. Cobra, just so you know, the bag that Mr. Holster used looked exactly like this. They had this outer compartment so that you could put your all your mags in. Oh, I got me an idea. I got the rest of them sitting over there, and it has the big compartment for the pistol. In this particular case, it may have been the 1911, the CA. And then there's these two back compartments. In this particular case, this one is empty. And this one has a documented notepad with all of the shots for the SIG carry. may or not be the manual in here for the SIG carry, and there may or may not be a left hand holster for a C carry in here. But yeah, Cobra, it I don't know, is there a model on this thing somewhere? If I find one, it's probably just gonna say made in China or something like that. But yeah, Cobra, just so you know, Mr. Holster purchased bags that looked just like this one. And I believe they did come from Midway, USA. Cobra, let me know when you want to finalize our trade. Sounds like a great deal. What are we? What are we trading? Wow, I hate it when there's alcohol involved. Hope it was good. Let me see if we've got any. Oh, yes, we have. It is Tin Cup American Whiskey. Okay, I was way wrong. Let us examine exactly what the hell that is. Oh, excuse me. So rude. It's almost like I give a shit. Tin Cup. Looks like you could get it delivered by Drizzly for $25. It had 36 reviews and got a 4.6 out of 5. It is a basic bourbon flavor without any bite. Tin Cup is an easy whiskey to drink. It has a basic bourbon flavor without any bite. Although the ABV is 43%, it isn't nearly as enjoyable to drink as George Dickel. Come on, ish. Wow. I'm sorry. If you think George is better, then I can no longer take you seriously. More than likely, I don't think I won the lottery, so I am going to be forced to go back to work. Period. He wants to know McLean wants to know, what does snarky mean? Where's Matt? Snarky would be Matt. Okay, let's put this away. Wow, love suspenders. Gunwild, create a new channel called T&A Brew Reviews. Like where your head's at right now. Gunwild, I know a guy that makes custom leather holsters and knife sheaths. If you need one for the Kudaman, he has made me 2 holsters for my revolvers, which I'm very happy with. He has a YouTube channel called Mark Thompson, M-A-R-C, It is a gun channel, but Mark does show his leather work too. Well, big, just like road maps to nipples. I love veins. I guess Gun Wild, if the price isn't bad, and obviously I know you are particular about quality, and if you're happy with it, then it probably is pretty damn good. At this point in time, I can't see how it suck in comparison to, say, a holster off of eBay. But then again, from the picture, for $44, man, some of those holsters look pretty good. I was looking at one I really liked. It was used, and it was $199. And of course, I didn't realize it was $199 until I was like, oh, that's really nice. Read the description. Then I was like, scanned at the price. And I'm like, I was looking at a $44 holster, a $50 holster, a $55 holster, a $40 holster. Then I'm like looking at this one, and they were all new up to this one. This one was used, and I'm like, hey, that's not bad. That looks pretty damn good. It's got an extra layer of leather for a wear area, and $199 used. Get out of here. Gun Wild. Oh yeah, I'm familiar with the Dan Wesson 1911s. My brother has one he uses for competing. In Jerry's words, it's a sweet shooter. I can't wait to shoot the one that Dave has. Gun Wild. Screw tube sensors are added again. Robbed of the outro, babe. Yeah, I went to the end and it actually stops while I'm still talking. They fucked it up a little. Usually they get it nailed right where the girl's gonna be. Sharky says, of course, the review was over an hour. Yeah, I pretty much know I'm screwed at that point. Wade, there's gotta be big changes in the system we have now. Remember, according to the resident, we are the nuts. Then Wade says, love the knife show. I knew you would. I knew you would. Yeah. Wade! Damn it, Wade. You know what I forgot? Is my two recent auction wins. And that was this one, which just says stainless and Japan, and this one is a Sheffield. It still pisses me off. I got a Goo Gone or something. The fucking tape will not come off, and it's almost like I feel like I am going to do damage to the grip before I get that fucking tape off there. But yeah, I'd like to buff this guy out and make him nice and shiny and put a nice edge back on it. And I just like this one because it's kind of that that Rambo kind of look. And yeah, you can store shit in here. And of course, when I got it, it was like it felt like it was falling apart. But it turned out that all I had to do is put it in the vise and give a little crank here on the steel, which is, again, it's made in Taiwan, but this is just, when a guy pulls a little tiny knife on you and you can pull this one out and go, that ain't a fucking knife. This is a fucking knife, buddy. And it's got a little spear tip on it, so you can go like that and do a little noodling to the skull. Yeah, I think I got both of them for $7. I don't know. Run the tapes back. I did talk about it. Back when it happened. Stevens says 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 46 seconds. Laugh my fucking ass off. Oh, that would be when. Hang on. Hector, ironically, you just hit another dude. That was when he called E3. Oh, fuck. Sharky, cheers all. Justin the AR on deck. Nice pile of packages. Here we go. Another long one. Sharky, those grips look really, really good. Oh, Sharky, in the words of Matt, I will not lie. This has not left my side since I bought it. Dave gave it to me. I was like, hell no, Dave did not give this to me. Me and Christine wanted to be part of helping him with either A, his audio book, or B, I like to think that some of the money that I contributed towards this went to his Dan Wesson. No matter how you work it out, I'm happy with either one. Either knowing that I helped with the audio book, or I helped with Dan Wesson. But yeah, Sharky. Actually, it's better the farther you get back. Oh, that must be light coming through the firing pin hole. Should we see? Well, it's not. I'm telling you, it's probably not. Just little touches on this. The serrations or the checkering. Technically, it's not checkering. The lines on the back to stop with glare across the top of the slide. When you take the rounds out of it and just listen to the almost no noise that it makes when it runs back and forth. I'm just so bummed out that Smith & Wesson pissed him off. I just, for the life of me, I gotta ask him. For the life of me, I cannot remember shooting this. I had to have had. He knew how much. I had to have had shot it. I gotta take back what I said about not shooting it. I had to have shot this. As soon as he purchased this, and I knew that he had, because this has been, and fuck you, Chuck. The Kimber Carry Pro is like this, but I'm telling you right now, okay, I'm just saying this because I know Chuck has the Kimber. I'd take this over the Kimber any day. I don't know if I can stand behind. I'd rather own both of them as opposed to having to choose one or the other. I have no problems with Kimber. I know, some people have problems with Kimber, and Kimber goes through these cycles. They make a really good gun, they make shit. Right now, they're probably all turning to shit because they outsource everything. MIM parts, this, that, and the other thing. I just know that this is a quality handgun. And I love the way it feels in my hand, and I love the bob frames. But on the other hand, the second most comfortable gun that I have in the collection is the SIG P-Carry. I don't know if it's those aggressive grips and the checkering all around, but that gun just doesn't feel like it was molded to my hand like, say, the HK does. But it just has this natural feel of perfection, kind of like the IFG, the Tanfoglia IFG, 10 millimeter. That grip is just one of the most perfect grips. But this, God, I don't want to tear it up right away, but I don't want to be without it. I'm really considering wearing it to work tomorrow. Turkey. Oh, by the way, I like the eagle lighting. I redid a whole bunch of things. Any of you pro level people know I moved the presentation rifle up here because it was covered. This big beast was covering Have not shot this either yet. The Eddie Stone, chambered in 30-06. I have, you know, hey Nihap, how would you feel that if I was up at Bill's and a guy had a genuine, beautiful Mauser. I'm not sure if his father carried it in the war, but it was his father's rifle. When his father passed away, he gave it to him, and Bill was cutting these wings off and mounting a scope rail to it. And I asked Bill, I said, if Nihap was here right now, he'd have you on the phone with this guy, wanting to know how much it would take to rescue this rifle. It was freaking pristine. And it was, it's too late now, but just so everybody knows, I have not received any of the information from John Solar yet. The Justin rifle is sitting right there, and I think I'm gonna figure out a way to move the gun on deck, Sharky, just so you know, the gun on deck into that location. Today, obviously, there's a few revolvers out. Oh, I haven't even finished all the damn revolvers. Sharky, oh yeah, 45 ACP shot glass right there. Don't even know what you're talking about. Jolson says needs more cowbell. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to pause you right there. I don't even know where to start in the home stretch. I think for the just being able to keep the last four all in the same vein, I am going to start with the, seriously, I consider this the second, I consider this the most badass revolver in the collection. Some people rip on Taurus. My only fault is I fucking cannot stand the stock grips. These are Pachmayr, and I like them about as much as I like the original ones. I would like some custom wood grips. I found a guy that does custom wood grips for this. They were over $100 and something. I found he made a set of rosewood grips that I really liked. I hate this look. I don't like the way this necessarily feels in the hand. But this thing is just a beast, and my brother-in-law is constantly testing the edges of replacement. I haven't had a single issue with this. Between me and Mikey, we do put a fair amount of rounds through it. I keep these in there. Actually, these aren't even what I thought they were. Or are they? I don't know. If these are the Winchester Silvers, no, these can't be the Winchester Silvers because they're. I think these are Mikey's. I have a badass box of custom loads from JR10 Desert Gold. I have not put those through it yet. They're kind of like precious carry rounds. I haven't shot them because JR10 gave them to me, but the 454 Casull is just now if you came to me and said you have to lose a gun in your collection and it's either the Casull or the Eagle, which one is it going to be? For financial reasons, I would lose this one and keep the Desert Eagle. For the fun factor, I prefer shooting this hands down over shooting the Desert Eagle. This thing is just raw, go fuck yourself. And this is just a beast. The Raging Bull from Taurus. Love or hate Taurus. they nailed it on making something that looked like a Colt Python on fucking crack. Realize I better hurry up. It's gonna take me like an hour to put all these revolvers away. Next. Well, hate to throw her under the bus, but I'll say as we finale out, Christine's Model 29 nickel coated 44 Magnum, used to be the most powerful handgun in the world. One shot could blow your head clean off. Actually, are these Mikey rounds? I'm not even sure. This thing is just badass, and this was a gift to Christine from Ed. It was supposed to be a planned venture between the two of us, and Ed screwed me over and wanted to go it alone. And the video still exists where Ed does a video, Christine thinks anyway, that Ed does a video showing off his new purchase. And Christine is like, I am so jealous right now. And then Ed's going, well, wait a second. This is not right. This is not my gun. And Christine's like going, what the hell is he talking about? He goes, this is Christine's gun. And Christine goes, what in the fuck is he talking about? Yeah, she thought we were watching a YouTube video. We were actually watching a private video that Ed made up to mess with Christine. And I then put the case up onto the desk and opened it up and handed this to her. And Ed's going, I hope you're happy with it, Christine. Yeah, that was a moment. Okay, last two are last three. I'm sorry, the last three. Badass as badass gets. I guess I have to go with the 629 Deluxe 3-inch chambered in 44 Magnum. You look at that going, that ain't 3 inches, but we're guys. It's just looks big. And this right now, I know the first there's 5 rounds in here that will remove the fingerprints of a guy shot at 50 yards, but the first round will remove the fingerprints of everybody around them. The first one is a very special round that my brother-in-law made for me, and then the rest are all very special rounds that my brother-in-law made for me. The first one is the nastiest, and then I did the custom grips on here, rosewood. I could honestly shoot this all day long. The only thing I don't like about it is the cunt hole, thanks to the cuntins. You can buy like a plug for it, but of course you got to take it apart, do a bunch, and I just ignore that it's there. Sharky, 23 minutes and 30 seconds. You're talking about the fixed blade knives, and let me tell you, I've got a fixed blade too, right there.
Something.
Oh yeah, got their yeah. Sharky? Yeah, back in the day, BattlBox had top knives in the box. Nowadays, it's Chinese versions of fantastic Italian-made fox knives. Sadly, Fox Edge is the El Cheapo Chinese sad little cousin. About to send one of those to Hector. Two to go. Sharky. Have to make it a two-parter. Early rise in the morning, me and my daughter are going to an excursion with school, and it has to be on deck at 0800. Hey Jeff, I bet you can't guess who that was. I'm feeling better than I have in the last week, but you know, if I won the lottery, I'd probably say screw it and stay home, but that won't be happening. They're already talking about closing school for snow, and it hasn't even snowed. Well, I guess it's kind of snowed all weekend, but not like nasty. Yeah, evidently Tuesday is supposed to be a bitch here. And Clyde sends me a link to something on Gunbroker. Clyde, have we not... Clyde, why? Wow, that is actually not a bad price at all. You're still a dick, Clyde. Oh, just look at that. Okay. What the fuck is... Really? Oh, it's a Steyr AUG on Gunbroker. I guess well, unless of course you have no idea what the Steyr AUG looks like. But it's like $1,500. No, I can't. Is that one that you can remove that scope? I'd really prefer a flat top like J-Dog's. But for that price, I would have to start with the Hellion. I'm sorry. I mean, yes, I know I'm probably making the wrong decision here. The Steyr AUG is a very desirable gun. We've all seen Die Hard. You fucking idiot. You have to have one. I want the Hellion. I want the Springfield Hellion. Oh, Miles is wanting who won. Big Jeff. I was gonna send Lily a thing because I just dissed her. You'll be surprised to know I'm doing the review. I will give you a call when I'm cleaning up down here. Next. Now, there's two. I'm not saying that I literally had these in any kind of order, but as we worked I kind of have the, yeah, I guess I kind of have the last few in an order. Well, for some moments, the answer is yes. For others, it is a definite no. But overall, yes. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny. I'm not even sure I ever even showed you this one. This is the original mod. It just doesn't even mod nothing. Joey, eat a dick. This is the Smith & Wesson Model 610 mod. Go fuck yourself, Joey. It is a Smith & Wesson combat style, adjustable sights, some sweet ass grips. And these are the ones that actually came on it, which is kind of why they. I would put aftermarket grips on here. I'd do like I always do. I'd put these in a special place, and but I like the grips. They're round butt. This guy happens to be chambered in 10 millimeter, and we use the moon clips. You don't have to. You can just throw them in here. You don't have to use the moon clips. This is definitely easier for and then get going again. And of course, best part is it does not have a transfer bar. It does not have a cutting hole. And this thing is just... I knew going into this one not to bring all of the 10 millimeter ammo with, because I would not be able to fucking stop shooting it. It's... Overall, it's one of the most impressive guns in the collection. This is right in there with any of the 10 millimeter Smiths and the Delta Elite. But if you don't already know, I have a soft spot for 10 millimeter. I'd be willing to let almost everything else go in the collection, as long as, if it says 10 mm on it, that it goes nowhere. And I've also had this debate before, and I personally think that I could stay in the fight in the Revolution, Clyde, with the 10 millimeter, because while everybody else is rushing into the powered out zombie-like apocalypse looking sporting goods stores, and they're scooping up all the 9 millimeter and the 40 and the 45 ACP, there is going to be a limited number of people that will be in there for 10 millimeter and like FN57 and stuff like that. So, and strangely, the last one that I am showing you in the Revolver collection is the Smith & Wesson 686 chambered in a mile-long barrel. 8 7/8 to be roughly in that area. Again, multi-gunman. We have the anal penetrators in here. This particular one is also a first mod. There is no mod 1 in here. It is model 686. And the reason that this one means absolutely so much to me is I was a dumbass, and I sold my 686 to buy another gun, and this gun represented a gift from my mother when I graduated from high school. Paul, Hasman440, gave me these killer grips that were brand new, and unfortunately, a fucking gun fell. This used to sit at the bottom of the safe, and another gun that has since been destroyed. I melted it down as soon as this happened. He gave me these grips because he said that he was too manly, and that my prissy ass bitch hands would probably find these about perfect, and I do. And the original grips are in a bag on the other side of you guys, so that if I ever want to have to put them back, if you shoot them with these, there's no reason that you'd ever want the original grips. It's been a long time since I have had this out to shoot it, and that right there is a shame. I will point out that I have this awesome holster, which is in need of heating it up and doing a little treatment to it once again. But I got this from Clyde for the 610. Even though for some reason he didn't even know I had a 610, and he just like arbitrarily just sent me this one day. He's this fucking Clyde knows shit, and I don't know. Maybe I need to EDC. Maybe I should EDC this tomorrow. It's got this basket weave pattern on it. It's really a nice holster, and it means so much to me that it was from Clyde. Strangely, it's the only holster I have for a revolver. Okay, let's get this shit show over. My God, where does the time go? Last comment before we go to the club is from Mike saying G7. G7 is a miss. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. In the club there is 4 comments. Wade, the reason I like fixed blades is because if you have to, you can yank it and shank it. You don't have to worry about it. Did I get it out in time? Hector, Jeff farted in the club. I farted in the club. Cobra picked his nose and wiped the booger on Eric's back in the club. I don't even know why you're in the club. J-Dog Heart Club, Mr. Holster. And last is Din Scourge saying, take a shot for Granddad. You know, you don't know this yet, but this entire episode was about taking a shot. And you don't fucking control me. If I'm gonna take a shot, all of a sudden, on top of everything else going wrong in my life, my sciatic is kind of kicking in right now, and this is actually, since I had the shot, this is actually doing pretty good. Yeah, you know what, Din Scourge, that's fine. I don't even know if my grandfather was even here, or I went to go visit him. I don't even know what I could even bring him. The only thing that I even remember ever seen him drink is the shit that he and my grandmother used to make. Oh my God, of all the things to be doubled up on. Oh God. You realize there's a bottle and a half. There's over a bottle and a half of fucking maple smoked shit that Miles likes. Okay, I'm gonna hit the button. All cleared out. Okay. Cheers, guys. Another hour and 35 minutes. Can't blame anybody. Actually, I don't really give a fuck. Again, this is a gun channel. This was the backup to the ebomey channel, so fuck it, man. It's a gun channel. And this was Revolver Sunday. I hope you guys all stay safe. And remember, if they push one more ounce, I say, Clyde, we should all be in. And Grandpa, miss ya, I love ya, and thanks for helping me find shit. Guys, cheers.